Welcome, Scorpio, to your January 2021 reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading, or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or you can keep it out of the public forum if you'd prefer and just email me and I'll be happy to answer you in private. Now, January 2021, can you believe that we are finally saying goodbye to that pretty difficult year 2020 that we've all had, and looking ahead to the future where I feel, although things might not be so perfect or the way they were in 2019, we're definitely on the road to some new energy and looking and putting all of that negative stuff behind us. So let's get into your reading. Now, you start out with some brand new beginnings in January, and you've got the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is that card for new ideas, new inspiration coming into your life. Wonderful energy here. And it's really it talks about new starts that might be difficult on the surface because swords can sometimes be challenging, but it's really a message to say don't give up. This is for you. This is like almost something for you to overcome and to become stronger and better. So any obstacles that you may have been faced with are absolutely going to be just little bumps along the road. Nothing to be concerned about. There is absolute success and wondrous new beginnings for you. It's really like any challenges that you do get are sort of coming through to better prepare yourself for the things that need to come, and things that you are, because of the little setbacks and hiccups that you have had I'm saying even from December and the beginning of January, any little hiccups that you have here are going to be able to help you to overcome any issues that you have further on down the track. And these little hiccups are also little messages for you to perhaps change your course, change your direction just slightly to ensure that these issues don't happen again. Just little course correction, so to speak. But the message with the Ace of Swords is you must never give up. Do not give up, because the Ace of Swords turns out well in time. So don't stress too much if you are entering into a new beginning, something new and fresh. Now, as I mentioned, this Ace of Swords is a card of inspiration and new ideas. Brilliant new ideas, by the way. And it's almost like the Ace of this deck is a truth teller. It's that ace that comes in and cuts away all of the BS. And you are really going to be seeing the truth of a particular situation, something that you may not have known all the details about, but all of that information is going to be coming through to you. So could be a challenging beginning, but it's going to work out well in the end. Now, you've got the Two of Pentacles as well. Now, the Two of Pentacles relates to trying to do too many things all at once. And it's almost like you're juggling your priorities in January. And you're still being really successful at doing it, but it could be difficult to do. And this can be related to that Ace of Swords as well. So it's juggling a lot of things to do. Could even be for some of you juggling money and figuring out how to work things out with money and where to spend money and what to pay and what not to pay. But it's just like having to kind of juggle a lot of stuff around. Now, this card usually comes in to people's lives when they've got multiple jobs, or they're maybe thinking about moving from one career to another, and sort of having a lot of things on their plate at the one time. That's kind of the energy around the two. But if you are attempting to change a career, what the Two of Pentacles says is just to hold off making that move until the situation, and often this is a financial situation, has become a little bit more certain or secure. So if you're wanting to change or give up on a position, a job that you're doing, just wait a little bit and make sure your finances are all in order before any of those changes are made. Now, you've got the Knight of Wands. And I'll tell you what, there's definitely a message coming through here in a couple of your cards, and that is fast movement. Knights are all about movement and movement of energy, and this is like a lot of creative energy. A lot of could have something to do with your work as well, or perhaps some study that you're doing, but a lot of fast moving stuff when the Knight of Wands comes in. That's one of the fastest nights. It's almost like a situation that perhaps you hadn't anticipated requires you to kind of move quickly. And this doesn't mean it's a challenging situation at all. It just means that it's a situation that you hadn't planned for. Could be that you are going to be moving to a new job, moving house. An opportunity arises that you didn't see coming. So now you have to move quickly. It's that kind of energy. I'm not feeling like this is negative at all. But it's something where you might have a lot of, like, for instance, again, just using the job analogy, you have 2 jobs offers and you've kind of got to decide really quickly which one to do. You might have 2 options that you are faced with to do with a creative project or something in your life where you're faced with 2 options and you might have to make a decision very quickly on either of those. But, because what happens with the Knight of Swords, things happen so quickly, but there is always that message that don't be rash. Don't race into a decision without kind of thinking about it. It's going to be fast and you're going to have to make the decision quickly, but not so quick that you don't think about the consequences of your decision as best you can. Thinking it out is really important. And, you might need to consider all of the options in a little bit more detail. But once you've done that, you're off and off you go. And then you've got the World. And this is a successful completion, an ending to something that has ended very well. And it's almost like you're moving on to the next level in your personal life or your career. And this can talk about a promotion that's challenging, but it's promising as well. It's offering you a lot of promise in the future. So whatever this ending was, it's successful and it's offering you a lot of promise and wonderment in the future. This can also mean moving to a new home, moving to a new city. Now, this is a major arcana card, so this is a significant life event, and these events often do flow into the following months. It's not just something that's going to be happening in January. This successful completion is something that's going to be flowing, having a flow-on effect. But the one thing that the world talks about is joy and contentment and gratitude. So be thankful for all of the things that you've been able to achieve in your life so far, because when you're thankful and grateful, you get more of the same. So more of the same joy, more of the same contentment. It's a really great card. Now, you've got the Eight of Wands, and this is another card that definitely fits in well with the energy of the Knight of Wands. This is a card which basically says busy, busy, busy. It is just, it's just like you're filled with to the brim with things to do in January, and it can indicate someone who's been quiet and not doing much over the last few months, but the slow times are about to end. This is a card of rapid shifts and activity, and it's going to be a very welcome change for you. It's not something negative. You're going to get a lot of calls, a lot of emails, a lot of texts, a lot of things that you have to do, and it's a lot, but I'm feeling like you're really happy to have so much activity in your life. I'm feeling this is quite a good energy. And you might feel stressed, but it's that stress that comes from positive things. So it's not a negative stress, if that makes any sense. It's like you're excited and anticipated to do it. Like your mind could be like, oh my goodness, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do that. But you're excited to be doing all of these things. And that card has come out for a few signs, I feel. And I'm thinking that this is kind of the energy around for a lot of people. Now, you've also got the Six of Cups. So I'm feeling that you might be seeing someone from the past. The Six of Cups is a lovely card, and it is it's the past that is things from the past that influence the present. And the Six of Cups asks us to honor the past and express gratitude for the beautiful memories and for the friends and the loved ones and all of that stuff that you've had in the past, because all of that stuff brings you to the point where you are at the moment. And you really need to be grateful for that, but you also need to be forgiving regarding any challenging times that you've had in the past. And this can also mean forgiving yourself for anything that you feel you might not have done, or things that you could have made better decisions on. That is in the past, and you need to learn from it and forgive yourself and others, and then release it and move on. Now, this, as I mentioned, is a card that indicates that someone from the past is going to return into your life. Now, I see the Knight of Wands there, or the Knight of Staves. This can represent a fire sign. So this could be that person that is coming into your life. So a fire sign is a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries person. But it's someone with a lot of creative energy, and they could be coming back into your life in January. And for some of you, this can be someone that was perhaps a friend in the past, but is now coming back into your life. And it may be someone that is now, going to become more than just a friend. You might have a relationship with this person or become intimate with this person in the future. But what this card says as well is review how you see the past. Are you making things more dramatic than how they were? Are you making things more lovely than how they were? It's just kind of one of those nostalgia cards. There's a lot of nostalgia around you in January. Now, this can also relate to children. So some of you might be having children or having grandchildren, or you might be thinking about having kids. And this can even be an issue involving your children. So if you've got kids, some stuff that will be some of this fast moving action that's go, go, go. This could be involving your kids as well. But finally, there's so many messages that come through for the Six of Cups. Finally, this card tells you that you need to, it reminds you to be like a child and allow more fun into your life. It's just remember how it was. Go and do fun things. Go out and play. Go to a playground. Go just do things that bring a lot of fun and joy into your life. And also this can also just be sending and receiving gifts as well. Now, this then leads into the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is that it's a reminder that you might be missing an important message. And sometimes when you're so focused on your day-to-day life, you're not noticing that others are offering you a really wonderful opportunity. And you need to kind of stand back from the situation, look around and ask yourselves or your angels, what are the possibilities that might be coming to you from around the corner? So be aware of something good that might have come your way, but you dismissed it as not being of value or not being wanted at the time. But when you get the Four of Cups in your reading, it sort of asks you to perhaps reconsider something that you thought, no, I don't want to do that, or no, that's not for me. Just reconsider it, because it could be something that really turns out wonderful for you. And it's going to turn out better than you think. And yeah, it's just kind of saying, just take full advantage of an opportunity that is offered to you, because it's going to lead you to what it is that you want. So that seems a bit cryptic, but this could be related to work for some of you, or even love, because it is cups. But just keep an eye out on that. And it's right next to the Moon card, so allow your intuition to help you out. The Moon card is all about intuitive insights that show themselves to you, and they do that to provide you with clarity in regards to a certain situation. So you might be getting some psychic visions or some dreams. And if you do, give them credence, because they're trying to give you messages and tell you something. So you need to kind of really ask yourself, what is my subconscious trying to tell me? And also with the Moon card, the message is there is more going on here than meets the eye. And the Moon card can refer to times in your life where you might be feeling a little bit insecure or uncertain, but when the Moon card shows up, it really is, these are irrational fears or unnecessary worries. So just as the real moon sort of reflects the night light, it's completely different when the sun comes up. You might be looking at the same thing, but things look completely different in the sunshine than they do in the night light, in the moonlight. So they can, it is a bit of a card of illusion, and it just kind of says that the light of truth will be revealed to you. And, you know, again, this marries up with that sword card. That is the sword of truth. So truth is coming in for you in January in some way or another. Something that perhaps was hidden will be revealed. Now, your final card, and look at it. What a beautiful card it is. Soaring into joy. And the affirmation for you is childlike wonder fills my life. So, and you know, this kind of fits in with the Six of Cups. Everything is kind of balancing out here. You need to say that to yourself. Childlike wonder fills my life. Allow that joy and childlike energy in your life in January. So this card meaning, the meaning of this card is celebrate and live life with glee. Clap your hands in delight. Be madcap and spontaneous. All is truly well. The universe wants you to know, allow a childlike wonder and joy to fill your entire being. Your happiness makes a difference to others, and as you experience true delight, this radiates from you like ripples in a still pool and touches the souls of many. Take time for yourself. Find ways to experience joy in every moment, even when doing the most mundane, boring, or gritty tasks. Look for ways to feel genuine happiness. If you have trouble finding pleasure in certain situations, start small and eventually you will soar. To feel joyful is a gift. It rejuvenates you and heals the world. What a beautiful message. So have a wonderful, wonderful January, beautiful Scorpios. If you are into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off pieces only, handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer. So check those out, and the meanings are on that website as well. Have a great month, Scorpios, and I'll see you in February. Bye.